Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector. The recent crash of Mig-21 trainer version leading to death of two Indian Air Force pilots has once again triggered the question as why Indian Air Force is still flying almost 60 years old Soviet era fighter jet which has earned the name of flying coffin. In an recent interview with India Today, the previous Indian Air Force Chief, Air Chief Marshal Birender Singh Dhanoa told two important points. First, all aircrafts being flown by Indian Air Force are fully serviceable aircraft and still have technical life left with them. Second, Indian Air Force is flying Mig-21 because it does not have alternative to it or its replacement. So if Indian Air Force had a new fighter jet, be it from MMRCA or more number of LCA Tejas Mark1 or Mark1A, it would have retired Mig-21s much earlier. Now the question is why there has been delay in placing order for Tejas Mark1A. Is MOD or Indian Air Force or HAL responsible for this? Instead of blaming one institution straight away, we'll try to look into the timelines of this MK1A program and what were the blockers it has faced. We'll start from the date when DAC has issued an acceptance of necessity for LCA Tejas Mark1A, which was the first essential step towards an actual contract. Back in November 2016, Tejas Mark1A program was given formal sanction by MOD's DAC at a projected cost of Rs 50,000 crore. In December 2017, Indian Air Force issued single vendor RFP to HAL. Again on March 2018, HAL submitted its first technical and commercial response to the RFP. Now Indian Air Force has raised concern about HAL's response to the RFP as it has three defects. First, the PSU offer on price and other aspects were valid only for 12 months, whereas the procurement procedure mandated it to be minimum 18 months. Second, the delivery schedule offered by HAL was not in compliance with Indian Air Force. And third, the endurance level or the ferry range of aircraft was found not to be optimal. Indian Air Force has asked HAL to rectify this problem in the tender proposal. So back again in January 2019, a fresh response was submitted by HAL in which ferry range was in compliance with the RFP. However, the delivery schedule was still not compliant, for which Indian Air Force approached DAC. The negotiation on terms between HAL and MOD acquisition continued for more than a year, which led to delay in subsequent issue of RFP. And then the world witnessed coronavirus outbreak in the year 2020. Finally, on 13th January 2021, the Cabinet Committee on Security cleared the acquisition of 73 LCA Tejas Mark1A fighter along with 10 LCA Mark1 trainers. As per contract, HAL needs to deliver first 3 aircraft in 2024 and 16 aircraft per year for subsequent 5 years, which goes till March 2030. To summarize, it took 5 years and 3 months to place order for Tejas Mark1A from the day AON was issued. Now who is held accountable for this? And we are not talking about development timeline, we are just talking about the process or the bureaucracy involved in placing the order. Is it Indian Air Force, HAL or MOD? I think it's collectively all. Indian Air Force should have engaged with HAL much earlier during the development process to match its requirement. HAL should have ensured continuous engagement and feedback from Air Force as the fighter jets they are building has to be flown by Indian Air Force. Ministry of Defense has the biggest accountability as both the institution HAL and Indian Air Force reports to it. When it's a matter of national security, the bureaucracy should have been trimmed down to fast track the induction process. MOD has power to enforce the coordination between Indian Air Force and HAL if they are not doing so. This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We'll be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.